Afrikaners who claim discrimination in their home country are heading to the United States,
right,
where your administration is going to welcome them as refugees. Now, this comes as you've halted virtually all refugee admissions for people fleeing famine and war from countries like Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Why are you creating an expedited path into the country for Afrikaners but not others?
Because they're being killed, and we don't want to see people be killed. Now, South Africa leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week. And, we're supposed to have I guess a G20 meeting there or something, but we're having a G20 meeting. I don't know how we can go unless that situation's taken care of, but it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place, and farmers are being killed. They happen to be white. But
yes, so according to Donald Trump, the president of America, there's a genocide going on against European South Africans. I hate saying white because I know how white color looks like. In my traveling so far, I've never come across a white person in my life because I know this is how white look like, and I never come across somebody like this, looking like this. I'm sure if you come across one, you will run away. I hate saying white. So European, let's just call it as it is. European South Africans, Europeans who ancestors, racist Europeans who ancestors migrated to South Africa. Most of them after the Second World War. That was when some of them they have been there for so long, but most of them they migrated after the First and Second World War. These were racist people who decided to migrate to South Africa. They said there is a genocide going on against them. So because of that, Donald Trump has opened America to them. Go to America. Fair enough. You see, Malcolm X once said, I have more respect for a man who lets me know where he stands, even if he's wrong, than a man who comes to me like an angel and nothing but a devil. That is the greatest quote of all time, coming from Omowale Malcolm X. And this is the reason why I love Donald Trump. He's the devil who lets you know where he stands. He don't care what you think or what you say. He's standing for his people. You too, if you want, stand for your people. And this is what we were expecting from President Ramaphosa. What is President Ramaphosa going to America to go and talk to Donald Trump about?
I had a conversation with President Trump on the phone, and he said, what's happening down there? And I said, President, what you've been told by those people who are opposed to transformation back home in South Africa is not true. And I added to him, I said, we were well taught by Nelson Mandela and other iconic leaders like Oliver Tambo on how to continue to build a united nation out of the diverse groupings that we have in South Africa. We're the only country on the continent where the colonizers came to stay, and we have never driven them out of our country. So they are staying, and they're making great progress. It's a fringe grouping that does not have a lot of support, that is anti-transformation and anti-change, that would actually prefer to see South Africa going back to apartheid type of policies. And I said to him, I would never do that. I learned at the feet of Nelson Mandela, and we intend to proceed with the implementation of our constitutional architecture. And I thought in my conversation with him early in the morning at 4 o'clock South African time, he understood that. And I said, I'd like to come and meet him so that we can discuss this matter further. So,
are you going to tell Donald Trump, please don't come and take the people, don't take the white people, they are our angels, they are this, that? No, they are very good white South Africans. Very good white South Africans who want to belong to South Africa. Let them be. These whatever racist people who are scared of fairness, who are scared of equality, let them leave. The only thing I was expecting from President Ramaphosa is to revoke all these people, revoke their citizenship. Because these lazy people, I am telling you, this is a prophecy, give them time 2 to 3 years time, they will start returning back to South Africa, because the kind of life that they are enjoying in South Africa, they cannot get it anywhere on this planet Earth. They cannot get it. So why worry? Why do you have to go and like talk to Donald Trump? What are you going to talk to him about? Let them go. This thing that they are doing got nothing to do with genocide. The whole world know, the entire world know that there is not genocide going on in South Africa. There's crime. Yes, there's crime in everywhere. There's crime in London. There's crime in New York. Everywhere there is crime. But the reality is there is not any genocide going on against white South Africans. These people have there's an agenda against South Africa. Mr. President, we all know that. The whole world know that there is nothing like genocide against white or European South Africans in South Africa. There's nothing like that. So, Mr. President, I think you going to meet Donald Trump is not going to change anything. Anything that you're going to tell him, he will come out and expose you to the world. The only thing you should do is focus. They are just telling us Donald Trump is sending us a message of unity, that we should unite and become powerful. That is the only thing. That is the only thing we can be able to stand the mighty America. So, Mr. President, the only thing you can do is, look, instead of calling our own brothers and sisters from different parts of Africa foreigners, they are Africans who want to be in South Africa and respect the people of South Africa because they are their brothers and sisters. Let them be. Give them citizenship to stay in South Africa. The criminal ones, send them wherever they are coming from. And the Europeans who want to move to America, let them go. Mr. President, no need to stress yourself and say you're going to meet Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't care about you coming to meet him. There is an agenda against your country, and then you must know that. And the only way you can be able to stay the continent of Africa, Mr. President. So these are the things that the unity of Africa is what we want you to see you championing. Not going to see Donald Trump in America. To tell him what? To tell him what? He said you are causing genocide in America. Are you going to sit down and explain to him what? He himself knows there is nothing like genocide in America, but there's an agenda against your country. So the only way, as I said, you can be able to stand the mighty America is for us as children of Africa to unite the continent of Africa. Donald Trump should be like, he is a devil in disguise for the continent of Africa. Because I'm telling you, after he finished the rest of the world, he will turn his eyes on Africa. And then we're not going to like it. Look at what the journalists asked him. Congo, Sudan, these are war-torn areas. They are running, they are like, you are blocking them. You are telling them not to come, they are refugees not to come to America. But you are taking in European South Africans. And then he said there's a genocide going on there. But there's not. So like, the killings that is going on in Congo, Donald Trump don't care about that.